What a loser Aaron Rodgers is. What a loser he is. I genuinely think like arm for arm, like talent for talent, up until Patrick Mahomes and Joe Burrow in this current era of quarterbacks, in my lifetime, there was nobody more talented than that's a tongue twister. Say that 5 times without blinking. In my lifetime, prior to the Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson era, the most talented quarterback I had ever seen was Aaron Rodgers. I genuinely believe that. I don't think Brady was better. Like arm talent. I don't think pure arm talent and just overall the way he played the quarterback position, I think he was better than Brady. I think he's better than Peyton Manning. I think he was better than Drew Brees, Roethlisberger, Phillip Rivers, all of them. I don't think there was a better, more well-rounded player in that era of football. I won't speak on the John Elway, the Joe Montana. Sorry, I don't mean to disrespect that. More of that '90s, early '90s, '80s football. Like I won't speak on that era as much, but because I really do value like watching the actual live games and understanding like the flow of the game and what was going on, and I value that a lot. And I like some of the newer aged, scoring systems. I do like PFF and I do like that kind of stuff too. I think it's a way to back up what I'm seeing on the field. If I can watch it and I also have data behind it that's kind of, pushing forward or maybe just confirming what I see, I like to have stuff like that personally. And I say all that to say Aaron Rodgers was an absolute dog. Absolute dog. And now I think about his career and I'm like, oh, okay, so, MVP, multiple time MVP, one Super Bowl. And he went to another. And that's it. One Super Bowl win. And I'm like, it didn't really compute. And it's not like, I know some people will say, oh, Green Bay never really had a team around them. Like, Green Bay consistently drafts well and invests into their team. Year after year, they are right where they need to be, like right in the mix of being able to like make an effort or run towards the Super Bowl. They're never like completely out of it. Even this year, Jordan Love at quarterback, kind of not the best. They're right in the mix though, because they're always putting the resources into their team. So I just don't think that's a valid argument. And yes, I can't think of every single like year off the top of my head and exactly maybe what the roster looked like. But there were some guys. Donald Driver, James Jones. I mean, there was guys. Jordy Nelson. There was guys. The offensive line was always good. The defense was solid. Like, and then you played in a division where with the Lions and the sometimes good Chicago Bears from once or twice, and that's it. Like Minnesota rarely ever did anything. Like they were consistently at the top of that division. I don't understand what was happening. But now I watched Thursday Night Football, and I've watched Aaron Rodgers plenty enough times that I should have picked up on this before, but I guess it's being older now, I think, and understanding what good leadership looks like. And I watched this game, and I seen multiple occasions, Aaron Rodgers cussing at his teammates. And I'm gonna play. And once one of them is while they're celebrating. The first one was a mistake, so I was a little bit more understanding. But I just realized, like, wait, this guy's an actual like ass. There's just no way to put it. There's no other way to put it. Like I would never want to play for this dude. I don't care how good you are. Like, I would not want to play for you if you act like this. Let's roll the clip, man. Let's roll the clip. The clip that's in question right here. Aaron Rodgers throws a touchdown pass to Pat Freiermuth. Broderick Jones comes up behind him, excited, arm around his neck. Now, first of all, why you go down so easy, I don't know, Aaron. First of all, I don't know how you went down so easy because, to be honest, if you really watch it back, he didn't really put that much weight on you. He wouldn't have fell if you didn't fall. Now he's up, pushing him, cussing. Get the fuck off of me is what he said. And I understand, obviously, don't hurt me. I'm an older guy. You're a big ass dude. Like, don't follow me, and I'm gonna get hurt. I want to be, obviously healthy for this season. Like, be smart. But can you imagine? I just can't imagine my quarterback reacting like that while I'm celebrating with them, and then me having to go back and play football for you. Like, I just can't imagine someone who's supposed to be a leader doing something like that. I just don't get it. I don't think that you're a good teammate. I don't think you're a good leader. You should have never reacted like that. You should have been like, hey, bro, chill. Like, don't hurt me. My bad. But also, good stuff. Thank you for blocking for me. Bro's like not a good teammate. And it's so obvious to me now. It's like, I guess when he was younger and he was like top of his game, it was a little bit different, I think. But it's so obvious that like he is the reason why. He is 100% the reason why there's not more championships in Green Bay. Like, I'm 100% sure that he was toxic in the locker room. I can almost guarantee it. Like, I just know it. Like, he sits on Pat McAfee every week and he talks like, he's like this enlightened individual. And in reality, it's like, no, dude, you're a dickhead. Like, I believe everything that Shailene Woodley said about you now. Like, you're an actual dickhead, and I know it. I can just feel it. And it's like a real leader would just take it upon themselves and accept accountability in situations when it's like, hey, my teammate made a mistake. What did I do wrong? Like, what mistake did I make? Like, where did I do maybe that he didn't understand the play? Like, why didn't he understand? Why didn't he hear me? What am I missing? What did I maybe do wrong? That's what a good leader would do. And Aaron Rodgers is not that guy. He just is not that guy. He never was. And you can tell that now. It's obvious that he wasn't, and he isn't, and he never will be, because he's 40 years old and he's still acting like a fucking teenager. You're gonna go do some more darkness retreats and do ayahuasca and shit. Like, what a fucking weirdo. This obviously hasn't helped you mature at all. I don't know why you're still doing it. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's funny. I was kind of on his side when, the whole Ryan Clark thing happened, but I'm kind of glad Ryan Clark punked his ass. Honestly, Ryan Clark should have really showed up and called him outside and asked to see what it was really about while he was talking tough on Pat Mack. Yeah, but then there's this clip. I can't find the whole clip of the whole entire play, but basically they called a flea flicker, and then Aaron Rodgers actually ended up changing the play at the line. And the running back was supposed to run with the ball instead of flicking it back to him. But the running back obviously missed the play call, ends up flicking it back to Aaron Rodgers. And then this is Aaron Rodgers' reaction to him getting the flea flicker anyways.
Well that time by the Bengals who weren't fooled. Aaron Rodgers well that time by the...
You can see, man, cussing at him. What are you doing? What the f*** you doing, cussing? Like, this is the guy, man. This is the guy that we chose to be the head of our franchise for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you know what? For the Pittsburgh Steelers, I get it, because you guys are all just a bunch of, never mind, I ain't gonna offend all the Steelers fans, but like, you just looking for a journeyman quarterback, someone that could write the, hold it down for a little bit until you can maybe get the right guy in there. I get it. But unfortunately for the Packers, this is what they invested in. And I see why they were ready to move on from you. I get it now. I get why they were ready to go and move on to Jordan Love. And yeah, maybe Love hasn't been amazing, but luckily, you know what? At least he's not this guy. Jordan Love is so much more humble than this and so much better of a teammate already. I can just tell already. I'm not in the locker room with either one of them, so I don't want to overjudge too much because I don't know what you're like behind the scenes. But I feel like if you're like this on camera, maybe you forget you're on camera at moments, sure, but I got to imagine you're worse behind the scenes. I can only imagine. So, I don't know. I just hate Aaron Rodgers, honestly. Like, there was a moment where I was sympathetic to him, and like, I genuinely did believe he was the best quarterback in football for a long time. I did for a very long time. But that's not enough for you to be like this. That doesn't excuse you being an absolute asshole. It just doesn't. You're a piece of shit for this, honestly. That's all I got on A-Rod, man. That's all I got for that. That's all I got.